January 9th, National Apricot Day. Now this one's a little weird for me, considering that apricot growing season is from May to August, I believe, and it's January. So it's kind of hard to find apricots right now. I know they grow them in other parts of the world and they probably ship them here, but I don't know, I just thought it was a little strange to have it in January. But whatever, we're going to make do anyway. Today we're actually going to do something savory, something for dinner, rather than doing another dessert, since there's so many desserts on this national food list. We got plenty of sweets that we're going to be doing later, so for today, let's take some apricot preserves and make a sauce with them. Let's see what we need. Okay, for today we need 1/3 cup of apricot preserves. We need 1/3 cup of a sweet white wine. I'm using Moscato. We also need a 1/2 teaspoon of fresh ground ginger. Salt and pepper, of course. I'm using kosher salt to give us a nice crust on our boneless pork chops that we're going to be making the glaze for. Okay? So let's get started. Here we go. We're going to take our apricot preserves, put those in here. Our white wine and our ginger. Okay, and we're going to mix that together and make our glaze that we're going to use for our pork chops. Alright, so what we're going to do, take a couple tablespoons of olive oil, just drizzle that in our pan, get that heated up real nice, okay? Okay, so then what we're going to do is take our pork chops here. We got some nice boneless center cut pork chops. So those look really good. We trimmed all the excess fat off of them, okay? Just try to make them a little healthier. We're going to season our pork chops, a little salt and pepper. Like I said, I like to use kosher salt on it. Okay, want to put these right into our pan now. Okay, and then we're going to hit the other side with a little salt and pepper. Always make sure you season up your food as you go along. That way you get the flavors building as you go with each step you add. Okay? Alright, these are probably ready to turn. Oh yeah, see, got a nice little browning on the one side. Go ahead and flip them over. Now when I get my center cut pork chops at the store, I like to get them thin cut, so that way they're not a big thick pork chop. Some people like the big thick pork chop, and you can definitely do that with this sauce. I mean, this whole show today is about the sauce more than it is about the pork. I just thought I would pair it with pork today because I thought a nice apricot glaze on pork would be kind of cool. And the recipe in the back here, I have some white rice going in my rice cooker, which if you don't have a rice cooker, you definitely got to get a rice cooker. I mean, it's like the greatest thing to have if you like rice. Now because these are the nice thin cut ones, you don't have to really let them sit too long. As you can see, they're pretty much cooked on this side. So what we're going to do is take them off, okay, put them on a separate plate here for now. And then after we take them off, now we're going to take in the same pan, we're going to take our sauce and dump it right into the same pan, okay? So we want to cook that wine out a little bit. So our pork is ready to go back into our pan here, into our glaze. We're just going to add these back in and kind of stir them around in the sauce. Because we want them to cook a little bit in the sauce to kind of pick up that apricot flavor into our pork. Plus we want to make sure our pork is cooked all the way through, which it should be because it's sliced thin. Okay, so we're going to finish this up. We're going to plate it with some nice white rice and the sauce. We'll see you for the tasting. Alrighty, so we got some beautiful hot steaming rice out of our rice cooker. And what we're going to do is take a couple pieces of our pork here, lay it over the top, and then we're going to try to use our tongs here to get some more of that sauce and put it on the top of our pork. Because we want to have enough sauce to mix in with our rice, so it's almost like a, like I said, like a sweet and sour dish, sweet and sour pork with the rice. Look at that. Man, does that look good or what? Can't wait to dig into this one and try it. We're going to do that as soon as we come back. All right, let's try our pork, our apricot glazed pork. Get a little bit of the sauce and the rice. It's really hot. Yeah, definitely just like a sweet and sour pork. Like I said, you could cut up the pork into smaller pieces and mix it in with your rice, almost like a pork fried rice with the apricot glaze. I mean, you could do that too. Either way, delicious. Easy, easy, easy. You saw it, it's like 3 or 4 ingredients. Something easy you could do tonight, and something different for Apricot Day rather than just doing an apricot Danish or something. I didn't want to do another dessert right away. I figured let's try to mix in more dinner stuff so that way you have a nice choice of stuff to make on a nightly basis. Alrighty, enjoy Apricot Day. See you tomorrow.